You are listening to Emmachev Radio.
money hit the streets, forming the urban, feel the beat. 16 GMT, Emmachev got that heat. Independent artists can climb a high, never miss. Great songs, making me play this the hit. Formula Urban, it's your radio show. Emmachev on fire, Mondays glow. Let's cut it up now, feel the flow, feel it. Independent vibes, let your spirit grow.
Hello listeners, welcome back to my story time. My name is Emmachev. Last time I gave a story about a boy who was very merciful. Today I'm going to give a story about a family that had to walk through the deep waters. Have you ever walked through deep waters? That is the question. Have you ever been in a problem and you see the miracle of God? Today I have a story that I'm going to narrate about a family that trusted in God and had to testify, and the miracles had to rain. So welcome to my story. There lived a family, and this family was made up of a father, a mother, and two children. These people used to pray. They used to trust in their God each and every day. When they woke up in the morning, they used to dedicate their time to pray. In the afternoon, the parents had told their children to always pray anywhere they were, while in school, anywhere. So they were taught on how to remember their God. And in the evening, they used to do their worship time. They used to do their devotion, and then they pray together. And then before they could sleep, they could also pray. So the children learned about that. So they had that, the favor of God. So they trusted God fully. So one day, they wanted to do their shopping. And in their area, there were no things, as in they could not get the kind of shopping that they wanted. And then they had to send the father to go and do some shopping that they needed at the house. So the father, the only property that he had, or the means of transport that the father had, was only a bicycle. So the wife or the mommy had to send the daddy to cross over the river. So where they used to live, they had to cross over the river to go and do their shopping. The daddy, when I just remember, there is a place in Mombasa, and this place, when you want to cross and to go to the other side of the river, you have to board a ferry. In this ferry, people board, even their vehicles board, everything had to board for them to cross the Indian Ocean. So this is the same scenario with this family. Before they crossed to the other side to go and do their shopping, he had to use his bicycle and cross over the river. But in this particular time, there was no ferry. So there was a canal. A canal is whereby this father used to, he just boarded on a canal with his bicycle, and he crossed over the river and he went to do his shopping. So he went to the market. The mother remained behind with the children. So he did his shopping. He bought sugar, he bought flour for ugali, and he had some other vegetables. While coming back, because he was looking for these commodities and they were not easily available at the marketplace, so he took time, and it was late at around 7 p.m. in the evening. On coming back, it was somehow dark. As usual, he looked for a canoe that was just there. He entered inside. He had wrapped the flour and and the sugar in a polythene paper, then in a carton box, and then he just tied on their bicycle, and then he bought the canoe. Back home, the mother was worried. Where is our daddy? The children were worried. Where is our father? But because this is a family that trusted God, and they just knelt down and prayed for their dad. So the father, on coming back, by mistake or by accident, the canoe just slipped, and the bicycle, because it had the weight of the flour and the sugar, fell and drowned down, and it sank down deeper. And then the father was just thrown from the canoe, and the canoe just sank down to the river. So the father had to start swimming. He started swimming, and he felt that the water was overpowering him. And then he started praying. He remembered his God, as usually prays. Because there is a verse in the Bible that says, I'll be with you. When you walk through the waters, you'll never sink. I'll be with you. So he remembered this verse. So he just surrendered his life to God, and he started swimming without knowing where he was going. But by good luck, he found himself that he had reached at the end, at the shore, and he just stood on the side, and then he was able to come out safely, and he thanked God for that. But his bicycle, the canoe plus the other commodity that he had bought just sank like that. He just raised his voice and thanked God because he was alive. But all of his clothes were wet, but he could not mind. What was important, God had saved his life. He started walking the journey to his place. On arriving home, he knocked at the door. It was around 9 p.m. He knocked at the door. The wife opened the door. The father was wet all over. He was shaking. He was shivering because of the cold. Then the wife was, oh my God, what is not happening? The children ran, Daddy, what's not happening? He was shivering. But the wife, because the wife was so wise, she ran. She brought dry clothes, and then the daddy went, he showered, and then he changed the clothes. The wife told him, oh, first of all, have a seat, change the clothes first, and then you tell us, you narrate the story, what has happened. After that is when the daddy narrated the story, what had happened. They were so sorry. They knelt again, they prayed, and they told God, we had prayed for you, Daddy, and we continue praying for you, and we had prayed, and the God of heaven had protected you. He's the one who protected you. They thanked God for the life of their father. So early in the morning, their father woke up, and he went and reported the matter to the chief, what had happened. Maybe if he could help to get some divers to go and secure or help to see if they could get the bicycle, because it was the only source of income. Oh, the chief was so sorry, because the family was so good, and they had a very good reputation in the society, in the community. The chief ordered some men who knew how to dive, so they went to the river, and then some men volunteered and had started diving to the river. So some tried and came back. They could not find the canoe, they could not find the bicycle, they could not find even the commodities. Others tried and then dived inside. And then they had a voice, we can see the bicycle over there, we can see the canoe over there. And then they dived, and they had to get hold of the canoe and the bicycle. It was a miracle. The bicycle was secured, it was retrieved, and the canoe and the box, the carton that had the commodities, were safely retrieved from the river. It was a miracle. It was a miracle. I'm telling you, it was a miracle. I don't know if you've ever found yourself in a very difficult situation. You're almost dying, or you've been in a situation whereby you've lost hope, but you remember that truly God tells us or promises that I'll be with you. When you walk through the deep waters, I'll be with you. I'll give you security. It is good that we trust in God. As this family always prayed in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, even these children were taught. In Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6, the Bible teaches us that train up a child the way he should go, and when he is old, he never depart from those ways. This is the kind of teachings that these parents had to pass over to their children. And these are the kind of teachings that you're supposed to teach our children, that when we are in troubles, we need to pray, we need to call upon God. Like this family, they trusted in God and they saw a miracle. They had a good reputation in the society, in the community. And that is why even when they were faced with such a challenge, the community had to mobilize themselves and had to volunteer to help this man. The man had to get back his bicycle, which was just the main source of income. And it is a miracle that even the sugar, even the flour, because it was tightly tied in a polythene paper, it was as dry as it was bought. It was a miracle. And then this wife was so happy. She started doing her bakings, and then she sold the kind of mandazi that she made from the flour, and then she sold, and she got a lot of money, and she gave back the tithe. So we are also encouraged to give back the 10%, the tithe, unto God, for God to bless us. I hope you've enjoyed your story. Next time, bye-bye.
You are listening to Emmachev Radio.
You are listening to The Biggest Hits.